I'm actually begging for anyone, to make this into a movie. After watching the events of January 6th, John Williams, a gay man living in Utah, decided to go undercover and climbed the ranks of an alt-right militia organization in Utah. He did not tell the cops, he did not tell the FBI, he did not tell any of his friends, and then he reported everything he found to a journalist at ProPublica, and they published it in an article titled The Militia and the Mole. He documented this experience on a recording app on his phone and then transferred those files to a flash drive. And then at the end of everything, when he was sure he was going to be found out and potentially killed, he mailed that flash drive to a reporter at ProPublica. Now, John isn't the first leftist to do this. There have been a collective, I think 30 different stories of extremist on extremist crime, if you will, and it's leftists that infiltrate these alt-right movements and then try and dismantle them from the inside. But this is crazy because he was able to infiltrate the high-ranking levels of AP3 and the Oath Keepers. AP3 is the American Patriot 3% group. Anyway, both of those groups were heavily involved in the January 6th riot. He even traveled to and slept at Bobby Kinch's house. And Bobby Kinch is an ex-cop who is now the national leader, president, if you will, of the Oath Keepers, and planted a mic on himself. Bobby Kinch's dog somehow got a hold of the mic, and they both saw the dog with the mic in his mouth. And he is at this man's house. It is covered in guns, and he's like, okay, I might die. For whatever reason, Bobby Kinch doesn't even notice, and is like, oh, sorry, yeah, my dog gets into things, and then personally drives him over an hour from his rural house in the middle of nowhere in Utah to Cedar City to a meeting with Oath Keeper leadership. Now, is anyone surprised that a cop is a member of an alt-right group? No, because the cops are their own alt-right group. Another thing he did was blow the whistle on a male OBGYN that was practicing in Ohio, that was part of the leadership of the Oath Keepers. Who did that male OBGYN work for? United Health. Yeah, it goes all the way to the top. What's even better is John Williams has said he has plans to release thousands of pieces of evidence after the publication of this article. So there is a lot more coming. And he said, and I quote, "I want them to know an Efsler is doing this to them." Phenomenal. Just simply, please, make it into a fucking movie. This is incredible work.